Hello everyone, my name is Albert Murray. My good friends call me Al. Some friends call me Big Al. But here's the thing, just recently my wife and I had the pleasure of going partner. Well, I include my wife in everything that I do, but actually my wife is actually a director in this business, and she actually hit that rank of director within 28 days. For those of you that know me in the business, you guys know that we have a huge team growing in Australia. Right now we have an ambassador in Australia, Mr. Mark Hall, who built an enormous team out there internationally, and collectively, there are about 17 ambassadors on our team. I'm sorry, not ambassadors, but 17 partners on our team. It's too many directors to count, probably 150 or more, but we stopped a long time ago. But here's the thing, you heard from the stage Rob McFadden go through a system, and I just want to unpack some of that for you. So if you will, I'm lucky enough to have my wife videotaping this for me. I want to go through a few things and help you unpack some of that Rob went through. So if you will join me over here, I want to talk about a couple things that I really deem as super important and the real reasons why I do this business. First and foremost is leverage. Leverage means that you're able to tie your income into somebody else's ambition, and that really excites me. It excites me. So the next is residual income. Residual is doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over again. Sometimes in this industry we like to mistake that for like auto ships and things that are like, but auto ships are repetitive sales. Residuals come from making an actual sale and then getting benefit from that one sale over and over and over and over again. So what I want to do is really unpack for you this right here, 2 per day, 2 PD, 2 per day, and 10 in play. These were two aspects of what Rob McFadden went over on the stage. And what I want to do is just share with you this. Let's just say this is you, okay? And hours worked. This is you. You go out and you work 5 hours. If you could work 5 hours yourself, 5 hours per week, okay, could you go out and find 5 people that could do the same? So you go out and you find 5 people that are willing to put in 5 hours a week, and you've leveraged that time into 25 hours per week now. So if you could go out and get 5 people, can these 5 people go and do the same? Absolutely they can. So you have 25 people here, each putting in that same 5 hours that you put in per week. Now you have 125 hours working for you this week. All right, total those up, and what do you get? You get 155 people, 155 hours working for you per week. It's not possible for one person to work that much in a week, but because of leverage, you can make that happen. So here's the concept of 2PD. I really want you to understand this because we need you to commit to 2PD. It's 2 per day. Just imagine yourself. You do 2 exposures a day. This is important for you to grow your list. This all starts with the list up front, but it's important for you to grow that list. So you do 2 prospects a day, and that's a very simple approach. And we'll talk about that on subsequent videos, and you may be able to look through this site a little bit on our Facebook page and actually find some scripts on this, or actually actual live video demonstration of this. But anyway, 2 exposures per day for 5 days. We're going to give you Saturday and Sunday off, even though those are 2 of the best days to go out and prospect. That will give you 10 prospects per week. If you took the 10 prospects per week times 4 weeks, that will give you 40 prospects per month. 40 new people to talk to every single month. Now, let's look at this from the standpoint of leverage again. What we're going to share with you is that 40 people, 40 per month, 40 exposures per month. If you have just 5 people doing it, that's 200 new prospects in your business every single month. But understand, folks, we talk about fortune is in the follow-up. Now, Robert went on to talk about 10 in play. And 10 in play is something that we haven't talked a whole lot about up until this point. But if you're doing a 2 per day, there's no way you can't do 10 in play, because if you're doing this, you have way more than 10 in play. Okay, but the object of saying them both is to get you to understand and commit to one or the other, which will lead you to committing to both of them. So here's how 10 in play works. As these prospects start to move from your list or from your prospecting to a day, you put the first person down here, their name and their number. The second person here, the third, all the way down to 10. So you get to 10. Now it's time for that person. These are 10 people that are in position. They've been properly prospected and they've been properly exposed to this opportunity, meaning that they've seen the opportunity via video, webinar, or briefing, one-on-one, two-on-one, or something of the like, in-home presentation, or and had a three-way phone call with someone to answer the questions. Once that's done, they're in decision mode, okay? They can make a decision about this business. So once they've made the decision, yes or no, you cross them out. The next time the next one goes, you cross that out. But as you're crossing out people, what you're doing is you're also replacing them. So what you're doing here is you're going to replace number 10 with number 11, number 9 with number 10, number 12. Number 8 with number 13, so you still continuously have 10 in play. Now, what do as you start to move these people off the list? They go onto a follow-up list. I like to call this the closet. Okay, when somebody tells you no, the worst thing you can do is to say, well, why not? Don't you see this? You aren't making the money you want to make. Don't argue with them. What you want to do is say, great, I understand how you feel. I actually felt the same way, but let me share with you what I've actually found. That's one of the best objections that you can ever use. And if they're still of that mindset, you just say, okay, great, I respect your decision to say no. Is it okay if I keep you informed? And all the time, folks will say yes because you're letting them off the hook. So you use this, you put those folks in this, once they say yes, you put them on this list. We put them in the closet, okay? And that list will grow on and on and on. This list is for when the company runs promotions and or you're trying to help somebody or get yourself to another promotion. You come back and you re-expose these people on a regular basis. Once a month, not bugging them, not doing anything else. And sometimes when you expose them, when you contact them, it's just going to be about, hey, what's happening with the family? How are the kids doing? Great. You still coaching football? What else? Outstanding. Well, listen, just wanted to call and tell you have a good day, bro. Good talking to you. Bye. Boom. And then over time, what's going to happen is those people are going to start seeing the light and they're going to realize that you're serious about your business. And by the time goes on, they may be ready to get involved in your business. So you still continue to follow up in what we call drip on these people here. Okay. Now, this is how it works. It all works like a funnel. All you're doing is funneling all of these prospects, all of these people in the 10 and play in the closet. What you're basically doing is you're putting them into this funnel here. And what they're doing is they're working in this funnel through the exposures. 3 to 5 exposures that it takes before somebody's ready to make a decision. So you keep filling this funnel up with prospects. And as you take them through the exposure process, slowly but surely they start to drop out as associates, okay? And then what you do is you flip them back into the system. You teach them the duplicate system. We show them how to do 3-way phone calls, how to make a list. We explain to them the importance of a why, and we explain to them the importance to getting the briefings, having your in-home presentations, going to the trainings, and just really being a part of the assembly. Here's a couple of keys to success, folks. Be coachable. You know, you may think you know everything right now. Maybe you do. But right now, just follow the system, be coachable, and do what your upline sponsor or mentor is sharing with you to do to have the success in this business. 2, you got to have a burning desire to succeed, okay? And 3, just don't quit. Don't quit. The only way to fail in this business is to quit. Again, I keep coming back to the weekly meeting. We've got to attend these weekly meetings right here. You know, in the early church, you know, Christ told them not to neglect the assembly. So what that meant was come together and meet together. People of like minds, there's energy and there's camaraderie and so many benefits that arise when people come together and are on the same accord. So understand this. What we're going to talk about next is just the 3 to lead. Okay, you're looking to get 3 people out of all of this to lead through the whole process. 3 to lead. So make sure you're leading at least 3 people. Okay, then 1 when done. When you're finished making your phone calls, when you're finished following up with your prospects, just 1 more. Just move to 1 more. 1 when done. That's what that means. That next one. So often you'll be surprised when that last one that you call is the one that actually sets the appointment or says, I'm ready to go. Here it is right here, folks. Busy is not better. Sometimes we can sit around and shift papers around and we think that we're getting busy. This is one that my wife accuses me of abusing all of the time, okay? But it's busy is not better. So you got to make sure that you're always in what we like to call recruiting mode, building your team, prospecting mode, building team, and or helping someone get customers and producing revolutions. This is all about revolutions, completing revolutions within those 28 days, especially your fast action period, doing those 3 revolutions and bringing on those 5 personally sponsored folks. so that we can promote you to the director level. And that's the second thing. That's what it's all about, creating first revolutions and then creating directors. So that's what we do in this business, folks. I want to appreciate you for tying in to this video. And what we also want to do is just encourage you to tie into the systems, get in touch with your upline sponsor, learn how to do the three-way phone calls, folks. And this right now is a tremendous time to understand the advantages of ranking up during this promotion right now, where folks can rank up without getting the customer points. We have a video on our Facebook page that talks about that, so make sure you go to it and take a look at it, folks. So with that, I really appreciate you, and I'm excited about what's going on right now. I mean, just look at this market alone. We've created an ambassador. We popped about 4 new partners, and we've got at least 2 or 3 more to come on that'll be hitting here within the next week or so. So we're really excited about what's happening right now in the company. So we encourage you to take this serious. Appreciate you. God bless you, and good night.